you're the top reviewed power washing company in Florida. I think that's correct, isn't it?
As far as I know, it is.
Yeah.
I have a buddy. We were fighting back and forth, but I finally slayed that dragon. So Peter, suck it, but I love it.
I love it. So the review thing, especially when we started our junk removal company, it was like that was something we really focused on. And then with clients that we have in the junk removal space, as we get their stuff optimized, it's like, okay, cool. You're showing up number one now, but you've got like 2 reviews. It's pretty hard to do it with just 2 reviews, but I'm exaggerating a little bit to say, hey, let's get this turned up. You have a really good system for making that work. So if you can dive into what you guys do, I think you've processized it a little bit since, for other people to take and use since we chatted. But just dive in, give the review TED Talk here that people can come to.
All right. So here's what I did. You saw a video I made, and I called it your 5 rights for getting Google reviews. And let me tell you something, there ain't 5 rights. I just made that crap up. I just tried to make something up that sounded good on the video, but I'm gonna tell you what they are because they actually are real, but I just made that shit up. All right. So I said, we got to have the right mindset. I'll dig back into these, but I said, we got to have the right mindset. We got to have the right script. We got to have the right timing. We got to have the right convenience. And then you got to have the right automation. Okay. And I have my system, you're seeing me read my notes for my thing because I didn't memorize the rights, but I can tell you what I have done is I know how our system works, and I'm just trying to package that for people. So when I say the right mindset, here's what I mean. There's someone listening right now. There probably is a bunch of someone's listening right now. And I'm going to give you a quote that they can relate to, and I'm going to tell you who said it. Okay. Here's the quote. Bobby, people just don't leave Google reviews in my market. And here's who said it. Some crybaby bitch. Okay. That's who said it. You've got to have the right mindset when you want to get these Google reviews. So many people I've coached on this, and they'll tell me, you don't understand, my market's different. Listen, you've said that before, guys. Your market's not special, and neither are you. Your mom's wrong. Okay. But here's what I can tell you is you're worthy of getting these reviews, but you've got to change the mindset. So first off, you got to realize there's other companies in your area that get reviews. I know there are because I can Google it right now. So don't try to fool me. And the issue here is not that they won't do it. Here's the issue. And this applies to every aspect of your business. But if you're stuck in your business, one of 2 things is wrong. Either your plan/process is wrong, or you're wrong. Those are the only 2 things that can be wrong if you're stuck in your business. Those are the only 2 things that can change, the plan or you. Okay. So you've got to realize that it does happen. And when you realize that and you look inward, then that empowers you to make the proper changes to get there. Okay. Now, the next thing is going to be the right script. Okay. You can't just say, hey, will you leave us a Google review? You'll get some. Okay. You can just say that, but you can't just say that if you want to maximize this stuff. Okay. So a script is going to be something that's very purposeful, and it's not just something that you say when the job's done. You've got to warm people up. Lewis, you're a marketer. You know how this works. And I know this isn't like your niche, but you know how funnels and stuff work. You start warming people up at the beginning, and then you work them through it, and then boom, you hit them at the end. And that's when you get the payoff. And so with us, our script is going to be telling people, I'm actually getting ahead of myself, but as far as the script is concerned, you've got to let people know what it is. So here's mine. Now you can create your own, but you can steal mine if you want. And I don't care if you're in my market. I have a coaching client. He lives 10 minutes from me over here. He's a direct competitor, but I'm going to coach his ass because he ain't going to out execute me. And there's plenty of work out there for everybody. Okay. And Kyle, I love you, but you ain't going to out execute me, bro. So here's the thing. My script is real simple. Lewis, if you're my customer, I'm going to say, Lewis, hey man, thank you for, buying this thing from me. We're going to come out next Thursday and blah, 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 and do the thing. Right. Lewis, I want you to know I've got 2 goals every time I do work for somebody. But before I tell you what they are, I want you to understand we're a family owned business. So when people like you hire us, you're literally helping us chase our dreams. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's the honest truth. And I appreciate that. And here's my 2 goals, Lewis. Goal number 1 is that we want to do such a great job, I would say cleaning or whatever the thing is that we're doing, installing your lights or sealing or whatever. We want to do such a great job on the thing that we earn a 5-star Google review from you. And our second goal is to make your experience so great from start to finish that you're going to tell your friends and neighbors how great it is. So we're going to work really, really hard to earn both of those things. And I appreciate the opportunity to do so. All right.
That's
So
a
that's my
double.
script.
I like it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And so that's my script, right? You can use it, take it, steal it, do it. Okay. Then you got to have the right timing. Okay. You've got to start right at the beginning of the customer life cycle. You've got to ask multiple times. You've got to ask multiple ways, and you've got to do it with every customer. Okay. And that's that last one, where we fail as small business owners is we don't always send the email sequence. We don't always say the script. We don't always do the thing. We don't always answer the phone. You got to do it every time, or your numbers are just going to get whacked out and you're not going to get the results that you could. So as far as the starting at the beginning of the cycle, the people that answer the phone, if they set an appointment, they tell them, hey, we just want you to know we always have 2 goals, boom and boom. And they say the exact same thing. Then the sales guy comes out, he closes the deal, and then he gives the script. All right, here's my goals, Mr. Customer, boom and boom. Then the technician comes out. Guess what the technician does when he knocks on the door? Hey, Mr. Jones, I'm here to clean the thing and do the thing and do the thing. Does that sound right? Yep. Okay. Well, it's going to take me about this much time. I'm going to get busy. But hey, I want you to know something, Lewis. As a technician, guess what 2 goals I have? That's right. They've already heard it at least twice now, right? I'm going to do boom and boom today. This is what I want to earn. Then when the job's done, they ask for the review. And here's the key. You got to ask right now. You got to ask them while you're on site. Hey, I did all this stuff. You sound happy. Is it all right if I send you this link for this review? And so you got to ask multiple times, and then we do it in multiple ways. Sometimes they don't leave the review right now. So we're following up with text messages and we're following up with emails. Okay. So, so we do it 8 times, I think, last time I counted through our customer life cycle. We're asking for the review 8 times, multiple ways. Then you got to have the right convenience. And I kind of already hit this just a hair, but you, let's see what I said here. You got to make it easy for them. You got to remember that as much as people want to help, you know, Lewis, you're a good dude. You want to help whoever that came and serviced your home because you have a soft spot for them because it's, you know, you're an entrepreneur. But your passion and purpose in life is not to leave them a review. You got life going on. You got your own business you're running, right? And we got to remember that I hear so many people that be like, well, people tell me they're going to do it, but they never do it. Yeah. Because you don't do it for everyone that you do business with. When's the last time you left a review for Best Buy when you went to Best Buy? When's the last time you left it at your restaurant? You don't, because you don't think about this stuff. So you got to make it easy. So you do a couple things. One, you give them the link. You don't make them Google you. You don't make them search you. You text them a link, and you need to do it right now. Okay. So when that technician is there and you're done with the job, you don't just say, can I send you a review later? And yeah, my CRM puts it in an email tomorrow. No, right now I'm on the porch. I'm sending the link. Okay. Don't just do that. Leave a card, get a business card made that's specifically just for these leave behinds as a little QR code that says, hey, here's a way to leave us, to give us a tip without giving us money. Leave a review, scan here. Okay. You've got to make it easy. Also put it in your email sequences. And now they're going to get it multiple ways. They're going to get it right there on the porch. They're going to get it from a text. They're going to get it from emails later. And they got it from that little card that you're leaving on the counter. Okay. Let's see here. So that was the convenience, right? So we said we got to have the right script, the right mindset. We got to have the right timing, which is like right now, multiple times, multiple ways. We got to have the right convenience. You know, we got to make it easy for them because that's not their purpose. In that convenience, the timing has to be there. You got to do it while you're on site. And then last, and this is actually very important, but it's not essential. Okay. But this is actually very important is you got to have the right automation. So if you really want to take this thing to the next level, get a service that's going to help you with it. So I use like Nice Job. I've got a lot of friends that use a service called So Tell Us. There's other ones out there. Those are the 2 that I'm aware of. And all they are, these are not services that make you a company that's better to get reviews for. They make you a company that helps you up that level of convenience and up that level of timing or frequency. So when my technician's on the front porch, they pull up that app, they type in the customer name, it auto populates because it's connected to my CRM and everything else. And then they're able to just hit one button and it sends that text right now. Then if they don't give the review right now, it does a 3 email follow-up sequence as well. As soon as they leave the review, it shuts off the follow-up sequence, and then just my regular sequence is doing its thing over there. So those are the things that we do in our business that help us get there. And then I could give you one little bonus one. All right. So Lewis, this is one that really, really, really helps, because it doesn't just help you get the review, but it helps you get better reviews. And what I mean by that is not just 5 stars, or not just 5 stars and say highly recommend. But if you went and looked at mine, which you can't right now because my damn GMB got suspended because I changed the name of my company, so I'm waiting on it to get reinstated. So I've got almost 800 Google reviews alone that are not even showing, right, and haven't been for about 3 weeks, which is a freaking nightmare. But that's a whole other story. It is brutal. But if you go, hopefully you're listening to this in the future, go look at my company and you'll see I have these, paragraphs and sometimes multiple paragraphs of reviews. And here's how we got them. First off, we're telling people we're going to make your experience amazing. We're going to do a great job and earn this stuff. So they're already impressed just because you're calling your shot. But then when that technician at the end, when he says, can I send you that text? Here's what we do, and adds a human element to it. Because again, people want to help, but right now they're just helping a company. What we do is add the human element, and the technician will say this: Mr. Jones, I have one more thing to ask of you. Is, if you were happy with my service today, you can actually give me a tip without spending a penny. And here's how it works. When you leave that review, if you just mention my first name in the review, I get a bonus at work. So you don't have to leave any sort of review. My name just has to be in it. Okay. And at that point, now that client is going to say, well, damn, I could have helped the company, but now I'm going to be able to help this dude or this woman that was out here at my house, slaving away in the heat, taking care of my problem. Heck yeah, I'm going to do that. So now they can't just say John and leave 5 stars. That doesn't make sense. So now they have to tell a story. This company was amazing, and John came out and he was blah, 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 blah. So now you get these gushing, amazing reviews because you added the human element in there. And I'll tell you, my guys, they get $10. So if their name, if they have a review with their name in it, they get $10. We have this little app called Automate Motivate, and they get to bank their points. So they make the achievement. A lot of guys, because at $10 at the end of the week, they don't care, right? They don't even care about it. You can't buy a beer with it after tax. But if they can bank those points, they like to cash those out before they go on vacation, take a few $100 with them, all that good stuff. And I'll pay that all day, every day, because Google reviews is probably the best testimonial you can get, because it's a testimonial that lasts forever unless your GMB gets suspended, and millions of people eventually can see it instead of just the couple of dozen people that they referred in their little circle. Yeah. So that's how we do it.
That's huge. That's huge. I think the tip thing, that's so good. Like subconsciously allowing them to give a tip when it's just like writing some words on a piece of paper. Like a lot of people in the service industry, a lot of clients will want to give a tip if it's a job really well done. And so that's a way. So there's the tip. I guess I'll just kind of sum up what I've picked up from this. That's so important. You're hitting them like 3 or 4 times before you even get to the job with the fact that you're going to ask for a 5-star review. Yep. Then when you get to the job, you pre-call them saying, before we even start, this is what I'm doing. And they've heard the same script already. So they're at this point, they're just like, yep, cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready.
They smirk at it. Yeah. When they hear it again, they just kind of smirk like, yeah, I've heard this, but they like it. But
then in their mind, they're thinking of all the things they can watch during the job that they can write about, or they're already predisposed that it's going to be a good job. So then they're looking for the good things. They're not just like, oh, well, what are they going to do wrong? Like, peeking around. So there's that. And then there's the tip thing. I love that. And then adding in the technician, the name, that's huge, because then it takes it from, oh, this company that's got tons of reviews and did a great job, but now it's like a personal thing. They're standing there, and now there's like a law of reciprocity thing going on there.
I've got like I say, I think I don't remember how many reviews. I can't go look right now, but I can't remember if we're approaching 700 or 800 on Google, but I bet you 75% of them have people's names mentioned. And how powerful is that when all your reviews are saying, oh my God, this person was amazing. This person was great. That guy was the best,
And then people reading it, like looking, and it already brings a personal element as a sales tool to any future clients. So,
and everybody wants to be in the cool club. So when they hire that company that has all those reviews, they want to be one of the people that are one of those reviews going forward.
Yeah, that's huge. Well, Bobby, this is fantastic. Excited to dive in a little bit longer with you in a couple weeks here, but really appreciate you jumping on
Yeah.
short notice here to make this happen.
Oh, my pleasure, man. My pleasure. This has